Peace. This is Watch for Watchwords Media back at y'all for another round. And hoop heads, the New York Knicks make a very good move today and improve the roster yet again as they send Evan Fournier and Quentin Grimes to Detroit in exchange for Alec Burks, former New York Knick, and Bojan Bogdanovic. So this trade is a very good trade for the New York Knicks in multiple ways. Number one, by doing this trade, you get rid of Evan Fournier's contract. So Evan Fournier's contract, it was, pretty bad one to begin with, but it was an expiring one, which made it attractive for a trade deadline acquisition. And what's sweet about this is we didn't even have to give up any draft picks. That is a major factor about this trade. That's one of the big things that I like about this trade. We didn't have to give up any of our draft capital, so we still have draft picks to offer to try to land the big one. So I like that about this trade. I also like the fact that Alec Burks, former New York Knick, familiar with Tom Thibodeau and his system and his way of play. And Alec Burks, when he was here before, long before the days of Jalen Brunson, back when we had like Alfred Payton, we didn't really have a backup point guard. So, and even when Alfred Payton was somewhat in the doghouse, Alec Burks took the responsibility of point guard a lot on this team. So this is a very good move in the sense that now Jalen Brunson won't have to, we won't have to rely on Jalen Brunson playing 40 plus minutes, because we're gonna get some quality minutes from Alec Burks, who ran, he ran for what it's worth. He ran a decent point guard for us back in like 2021, and he can get a bucket. The dude can score. You know what I'm saying? So he was one of the only people that showed up in that series against the Atlanta Hawks back in 2021. So it's nice to see that we have Alec Burks back, and it's going to give Jalen Brunson some rest. But the absolute thing that I love the most about this trade is the fact that we are going to get a sniper in Bojan Bogdanovic. See, every team, you think back in the NBA, every team, or just about every team that wins a championship, there's a certain format established on these teams. And I tell people all the time, the easiest league to determine who's real contenders to win a championship is the NBA. The NBA is the easiest one to determine who can win a championship, because the structure for a championship team is almost the same all the time. You need at least a couple superstars, right? Couple stars on your team. After having a couple stars, you need defensive stoppers. You also need at least one 3-point marksman, a sniper from the outside. And you need good coaching. The New York Knicks check the box on many of those things. The New York Knicks have a solid floor general who is a superstar, so they have one of two superstars. They have Jalen Brunson, who's a superstar and an amazing floor general. You have the defensive stoppers. You have Mitchell Robinson when he comes back to clog the paint, and then you have your defensive stopper in the perimeter and up top, and that is OG Anunoby, who's your perimeter stopper. Now you just added a sniper. You just added somebody that you could kick it outside to, and teams have to respect him. Like, for instance, you had your John Paxsons on the Bulls. You had guys like Byron Scott on them Laker teams. You have You had guys like Derek Fisher for the Lakers in their three-peat. You know, teams that are successful, they have that guy from outside that is just a sniper. So when teams try to double team or clog the middle, you could kick out, and that sniper's going to readily hit that three. And we have it now. We have that sniper that shoots at a very high clip, a respectable percentage that teams just now have to defend. There's no two ways around it. So now this double teaming the way that Miami beat the Knicks last year, they double teamed Jalen Brunson a lot. And they dared the other Knicks players like RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes to beat them by daring them to shoot three-pointers. And they were successful because RJ and Quentin Grimes, their biggest deficit was that they were inconsistent. But now you got yourself a highly consistent three-point shooter in Bojan Bogdanovic. So this should improve the Knicks. And now, again, man, this is just another solid piece towards winning the championship. And the Burke addition is very good, gives Brunson some rest. Now we are just that one piece away. And it might even happen as early as this summer if Donovan Mitchell likes what he's seeing going on over here in New York. It's the worst kept secret in the league that he wants to be in New York. And he just elbows his way out of Cleveland, forces a trade with the Knicks. And the Knicks have all the draft capital in the world that Cleveland could want. So let's go Knicks. Great move. I'm Waz for Waz Media. Peace.